Today I have behind me the beautiful Pot Supplier Beach in Valencia. I'm going to talk today about credit card use and if it's a thing in Spain. I have just one word to say about that, and it's forget about it. That's spoken in my best mafioso voice, but really forget about using credit cards in Spain. It is just not a thing. I had some people write me because they wanted to find out if it was something that they could use while they were here and if they would be able to collect miles like we do back in the States or in Canada or something. And the fact is, it is not a thing here. Credit card use really doesn't exist. If you're a tourist, of course, you can use it. You can use it to pay for goods in the touristy places, and you can take a cash advance at the ATM, all the things that you're allowed to do with a credit card. And that way you can get your miles for when you go back home. But if you live here in Spain, it is not practical for day to day use because you don't really get anything out of it. Because one thing is, if you have the credit card and you're using it to pay for groceries, let's say, you will now have to pay the exchange rate when you go to change it into dollars. And then because ultimately your bill is going to come in dollars. So the money that you might be saving, thinking about using it for that, you will also be losing it in the exchange rate and the conversion of the bank charges and everything. Now, credit cards here, like when you go to H&M or whatever and you're visiting, you can use it to pay and there's no problem. But when you go to the grocery store for everyday use, then you start to get into this weird things where it's just not a good thing to have. If you have a Spanish credit card, which some of the banks do offer, like, the bigger banks will have their own credit cards. And first of all, it's not really easy to get. It's not something that they offer you like they do, willy-nilly, like in the States. You will have to like apply for it. And they usually start you off with something like 250 euros or 500 euros. And it usually comes with a bunch of caveats. You've got to more than likely, uh, you've got to more than likely pay a yearly fee. The interest rates are really high. I've seen like 38%. So it's not something that, is for the weak at heart or the ones that want to spread out their payments over the months or something. If you're good and you can, pay it off exactly in that month, then it works for you. So the bank accounts usually, if they offer it to you, when you go open an account, they may say, okay, go ahead, we'll give it to you, but you need to pay this much per month, or you need to charge it at least. So you need to charge stuff like a minimum of 300 euros on the card every month or every quarter. So there are strings attached to it. And so a lot of people don't bother having one. Really, in Spain, cash is king. You go to the grocery store, everybody has a debit card from the bank, and that's what you use to pay for your groceries and for your day-to-day living. Now, every place, I mean, whether it's a cafe, the smallest little tienda, which is like, the smallest little shop, will take like ATM debit cards. And some of them don't even take ones that are outside of the country. They'll only take Spanish ones. So it's not something that you use. Now, if you had watched an older video that I've done where I said some of the things I regretted not doing before we left, I regretted paying off all the credit cards and canceling them. I would have kept one just so to have something, but for like flights or something, because you could still then, I don't know if it would be a wash with the conversion rate and getting the flights, but it may be, worth it in that instant. But for me, I kept my credit card. I kept a charge card, I should say. It's not a credit card. I kept my American Express card, and that's the only thing we use for flights and all that, because it's a lot. easier to put everything in account. And I don't have to worry about it when we go back renting a car or whatever, because everywhere they take American Express. Here, it's very unusual to find a store that takes American Express. So when you have a charge card, which is basically what it is, I think, with a credit card from them, you not only have to worry about the fees now, you have to worry about your minimum spend. And if you don't notice it, because they don't send you any note like, oh, your due date is now, or whatever, like they do in the US, you'll just get charged, and you'll be in for a big surprise. So I don't recommend you counting on using a credit card here. If you want to keep one for your flights or whatever to accumulate points, then you can, but don't count on using it here. You can't use it to, you can't do the things you do, like, use it to order Amazon and then pay it off, or use it to buy gift cards and then pay it off but get the points. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that here. Some of the maximum amount that I've seen where you can get cash back on a credit card here is like €6 per month. So imagine that. No matter how much you spend, the most you can get is €6 a month, which works out to like $7. And some of the store ones have like, you can get like up to €10 a month. Here, what they tend to do, if you have a store credit card, for instance, you get points. So basically you buy, $300 worth of whatever. And during certain times of the year, they'll have like a promotion where you can get points towards something else. So let's say you spend €100 on bed sheets or something, you'll get 10 points, and 10 points will get you like a cheap knife or something like that. So it's more like a barter system almost. It's not something where you can go and redeem for cash and it's all good. And so it doesn't make any sense really to have a credit card here. So if you're a kind of person who plans on spreading out their payments over time, I would advise you more to like save up your cash uh, and pay cash, because you just won't be able to. You can't live on credit here. It's just almost impossible unless you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So I wouldn't advise it. Now, the last thing I'm going to say, if you haven't watched one of the older videos where I said how we do the banking and transfer the money, we have an account with Transferwise, which is now just plain old Wise. And they are an internet company, virtual bank. So we've been using them for about 5 years now, I think, 6, something like that. So anyway, if you don't have an account with Transferwise, I would totally advise you to get one, because it makes life a whole lot simpler as far as transferring your money between the States and here, and spending, and everything else you need to do to it. The only thing is you don't have a physical bank to go to, so you still need a bank in Spain and, or wherever European country that you're in. But as far as everything else and the app, it's really easy to use. I will put the link down below for my affiliate link. And if you're going to open one, I would totally appreciate you using that link. Now, I think that's it. I can't remember anything else I need to tell you about this. But once again, thank you for sending me the questions, and I'm glad I could help. And this is part of the stuff that I talk about in the course, the Moving to Spain course. Just trying to make life a little bit easier for you when you come here, so you don't go through all the dinero that I did and stuff. So anyway, we'll see you on the next video. And if you're enjoying the vlogs, I know it's not very exciting because I don't have like every 30 seconds, and it's just a plain old video. But if you're enjoying them, please, if you find the information useful, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I don't care which one. Well, I do care, but you know what I mean. Anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.